Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Internet Marketers Talk Show. And today we are going to talk about very interesting topic. It's about the spirituality and how spirituality can help you to grow your business. And to talk about this or about this topic, I have a friend. His name is Sumit Yaduvanshi. Some of you may already know him, and some of you may know him today. So, without any delay, let's welcome Sumit. Sumit, so before going ahead, like before going deep into the subject, first we need to understand what spirituality means. So, how can you define the spirituality and how we can understand like, what spirituality is?
As by the name of it's spirituality. If you will just divide it into two sections, spirit plus ability, that means to recognize our spirit is known the spirituality. That is the basic definition of the spirituality. That means to know oneself, that is ability to recognize oneself is known as spirituality. The
Okay.
spirituality.
Okay. Okay, and yeah, we understand that it is basically ability to know yourself is called like to know your spirit. That is called the spirituality. Now, if we talk about the like in normal terms, why actually we need the spirituality?
Yeah, actually, why we do need spirituality, as I said, that everyone is different opinion, different circumstance. So it is must necessary to know oneself. If we will not know oneself, then we go into the dive into the wrong field. Now, why we get fail? So that failure is sometimes giving you suggestion that you are going in a wrong direction, because everybody cannot be engineer, everybody cannot be doctor. So that means there is something in uniqueness in you. To find it, you need spirituality.
Okay, like again, like we need to find ourselves, right? That is why we need the spirituality, and we actually need to know our purpose of our life, right? That is why
Exactly.
like why we are here, why we are living, and why we are doing the things.
Exactly.
Suppose a person who does not know about spirituality and he is completely new in this field and he has not understood this term yet. So how, I mean, anyone can start being spiritual, and what are the practices they should follow, like to be a spiritual person?
There is no process to just follow these situations, as you are part of the nature, right? So
Right.
as nature give you everything. That means you, by some, you are feeding some thoughts already. So you will, if you will do something, then your mind will say, okay, I'm doing something wrong, so I have to find something. So we keep on moving, and in like way we can find our own way. So there is no fixed way to find the spirit.
Okay, some people say like they came across spirituality by reading some religious books, and sometimes books related to spirituality, and sometimes they follow some practices. So, like what are the other ways? Like one is the reading books, or what can be the other ways to get into the spirituality?
Just it is just a process. If you will say that I have read the books, because none one knows you better than you only knows yourself better. Yes, that can help you to find a way. It's help in the way that how they go the things, and you can get inspired from them. But actually it is come from the inside of it. It's not just I can give you some medicines or just tip that you have to follow it. No, it's not just a path of it. Everyone has its own style. Just like that, I want to give an example of a Swami Vivekananda. So Swami Vivekananda has its own part, while his own teacher Swami Dayanand, he has a different part. Married. So everyone has different journey in this. There's no fixed way or no any regulations. You can find it anywhere, and at which moment you will find the path, that also no one knows.
Yes. Right. Sometimes people, if they talk about spirituality, they mostly relate it with the religion. So, is it like as what is your view in that? Like a
uh,
person who belongs to any religion can he be spiritual in a
uh,
specific field?
uh,
Like
Actually it is a
how
language. Something just it is when we were actually the term spirituality comes from the Hindi word, ठीक है? Adhyatmikta. So when we try to translate the things, so there is a difference between the culture gap. We cannot exact translate the things. Similarly happens with the religion. Religion is converted as the dharma. Although spirituality is should known as dharma, but we just make the word religion and convert it into the meaning of the. So religion is just a path. Just I have said that you can choose any path. So no religion is superior, no is lower. Religion is just a path that connected to the spirit.
Okay. And if I talk about like how since how many years you are following this spirituality or these practices?
Just more than 4 years.
Okay. So how did you come to know about this spirituality word, and
Just
how did you
just
start?
just meeting by simply practicing. I just love to do the yogas and reading books, and through the books I got to know about the spirituality. But exactly what was the meaning of the spirituality, I came to about reading only Vedas and Upanishads.
Okay, okay. So, uh, see, in our world, we will find people like very rare people who are reading these. I mean, any spiritual book or those Vedas, because nowadays all youth are involved in different activities. They are sometimes career oriented. Sometimes they are involved in something else. So now if we discuss about these Vedas and everything, they say like these are not for us, these are for the forefathers, our forefathers, right? So what do you say, like why everyone, like any person who is in this like in his or her teens, why they should read all those Upanishads or all those Vedas which has been provided by our forefathers?
Okay, now you have mentioned about that people are running from the career. If they honestly ask them from one question that why they are running, they will get the answer. For the career, they are just looking for the money, and the what is the ultimate goal of the money is happiness. To know yourself, and when you know yourself you will become fearless. That is the part of the spirituality, but we never try to understand it. That is the problem, because we have seen many gurus or many misconceptions that people think about the religious activity. Yes, there are the many misconceptions, misbeliefs also. So that's why people don't want to come. Yet if we will make them understand, definitely they are going to come into this.
But it's still like suppose I am a person who really wants to be spiritual, but does not know anything other than these simple meanings, or you can say like the definitions which we read in Google or somewhere. But they want to be spiritual. So what will be the first step they should do, and what should be the path for them to be spiritual or to progress in this field, spirituality?
Just as I also told that I don't have any fixed answer of it. Whenever person feel it, actually it is a choice. When you fed up with the life or you are taking the decision that something is wrong, that is the interior feeling. When you have arises those feeling and you try to act on it, because that is the interior, not exterior. And anybody, no, none can tell you that, oh, that at this moment you need this. Everybody is not right, or we are suppressing it. Question is, as just you said that I do something that I am doing something I want to pursue. You want to pursue, you know it, but you are suppressing it. That is the problem.
No, but there are many people who are living their life without being spiritual, and sometimes they are success. I mean, most of the time, I cannot say like sometimes or most of the time, but they are successful as well without being spiritual. So,
Actually,
uh, what can you say about
actually they
that?
don't know. Actually they don't know. They actually follow the principle. Suppose that you are an entrepreneur, so you are working for 8 years. That means strictly you are practicing the increase your focus. That is the part of to know yourself. That means in this process automatically you are knowing yourself.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So now again, like if someone who like me also, and there are many entrepreneurs who are working for some specific goal, how much important it is to know yourself, or in other words we can say like how spirituality can help you to grow in your business.
Yes, spirituality, as I again told, spirituality helps you in each moment, and just like how you take the decision, how you just deal with the failures. Because as an entrepreneur is always a risk taker, and None one knows about the result process, what are you going to implement. So you have to take the decision in a very fast way. You have to just executing the things in a very fast manner, normal than the persons. So if an entrepreneur don't know about himself, then who will? So an entrepreneur should know more about his future rather than another person.
But again,
A
like some
normal
people
person
also.
can be spiritual or not. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, so my question is like most of the people relate spirituality with meditation. So, if is it the part of spirituality or it is completely different? Because when we meditate, we basically increase our focus, right? So, again, like I am still not sure, like what being spiritual means. Knowing ourselves, like how can I know myself? That is my actual question.
just focus on your work. That is only on knowing yourself, because without doing anything, how you can know yourself? And meditation, actually people just thinking about that, what is meditation? Meditation is just to focus somewhere else, and by sitting idle you are not focused anywhere. So it is better to whatever you are doing, you focus on it. That is the meditation. What is meditation?
It is focusing on one thing, right?
One thing.
Or
So better
focusing.
focus on your work. That is more important. Just if I am
So
reading a book, so my focus should be on the book, not on the other things. So that is the focus. That is meditation only.
no, but it's
I
still like
don't need.
suppose. Mhm, yeah, carry on.
We don't need to go into the forest or in any part of it. Meditation is everywhere. आपको खुली आंखों से चीजों को करने को meditation बोलते हैं. Just do the things by open, not just doing something just like that. We see have our youth that what you are preparing for. Oh, okay, I'm preparing for the competitive exam because my neighbor is also doing. At least see your caliber, then do that and focus on that. Definitely you are gonna do it.
So suppose but whatever you have said, can I say that if a person who is giving his or her 100% in any work, he or she is being spiritual? Can we say that?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So we don't need any special things other than those, like focusing on your work.
Yeah, sure. Not nothing.
Okay. So
And you
do we
should have
have.
a satisfied feeling with your work too.
Yes, of course, that is very important.
That
That
is
is the
important.
must have. You must have that those feeling of satisfaction. Otherwise, there is no meaning of doing any work. Do we have any living legend or examples where people who were who came into spirituality and they have made good success in their life?
Yeah, there are numerous example of it. Just first one is even Dr. Vivekananda sir. Dr. Vivekananda is also a lead a monk life, and he practices these consultations, meditations, and now he is using these things in his own business. And he made a very big brand that is Bada Business. And Rohit Shetty is also doing very well. He is teaching about the monk practicing. Even he has wrote a one book, Think Like a Monk.
Yes, yes, I have heard about him. He was in India, I think,
Yeah,
for a couple of years.
yeah, no,
Yes, yes.
yes, he spent it more than 6 years.
Hmm. Right. So they are the best example, you can say, like they are being spiritual, they are spreading spirituality as well as they are living the own real and the life like a normal person as well.
Yeah, even Siddharth Rajsekar is also, he's a great community coach. Train the
Yes, yes.
trainer program run by him, and Surendra Vats also, that the owner of that platform. Even one from the Blaine Palsal is something that that person is also spiritual.
Right, 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 right. Correct. Okay, so like what changes you have noticed in yourself uh, after practicing this spirituality?
Just changes is just only that you will be able to focus and you know that what you are doing, just not running behind something blindly. And you can take decisions very thing, just like we see the people's that most people are just running. And why they are running? Question arises there. Almost
Correct, correct.
90% people are running just. And even why spirituality, I just emphasis on this, although I'm a student, I should study more, but rather than I do read this kind of stuff, because nowadays we consume more and more, and the less we become spiritual, the more the things we need to consume. The need, suppose that if I can just to survive 10 in 10,000, so why I need 1 lakh? I should justify this answer. If you are a businessman, that is okay, but if you are just a simple person that where you can do the stuff of 40,000, 50,000, then why you need a Mercedes or anything to just to get bound your happiness? Why? So because people do take the decisions in just by seeing the other people influence. That's why we need spirituality, so that we can know ourselves, that इतने में मेरा काम हो जाएगा, दैट्स इज ओके, अदरवाइज व्हाई इतना सब कुछ क्यों करते हैं, इतना स्ट्रेस लेते हैं. एंड ह्यूमन इज सो मच इंटेलिजेंट दैट by doing hard work he take tensions.
That is true. Yes. So, if we talk about normal, like anyone like who was entrepreneur, they are running behind money. There are some entrepreneurs who are really working for well-being of all, but most of the people are working for their self and they want the luxurious life. That is the reason I think they are running behind money and all the time they are working and working.
Actually, that is the theory of the West. If you will see the data, I don't know that how people can just can be too blind to see the data. If you will read about the America,
Mhm.
almost each person need one psychiatrist. Even psychiatrist has psychiatrist. Which kind of lifestyle this is?
That is true.
And even they don't have time to spend with their children.
Hmm.
So
Right.
what kind of the education we are spreading? That's why I said that we need to go back to the Vedas, and we need actually to understand the spirituality. Now some peoples come from the, because they never read about the Upanishad, and they just mistranslate the Upanishad and do their own stuff, and without reading they say that, oh, they know. Even I don't know that a plus b square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab till I read it. And they're the people who claim this spirituality. Oh, okay, I know spirituality and anyone can do the spirituality, and everyone wants to be coach. Problem is it.
This is true. This is true. Right. Correct. Yeah, because whatever you are doing, like anyone, whatever they are doing, they are basically at the end. If you have all those resources with you, and if you are not happy, then there is no meaning of all those resources. And people really don't understand this very simple thing, and even throughout their lifespan, they don't understand this thing, and they die with that stress. They don't die with the peace, right?
Actually. And one thing is that also that why we should know spirituality, because we are the part of the nature. Suppose that if you want to live a healthy lifestyle, you need food, you need water, you need
Right.
fresh water, you need healthy food. But how that food is coming? That is coming from the nature, and you
Nature.
have already spoiled it. If you are just spending the luxurious life, what are you doing? You are just exiting the source of the nature. So what is it? Chalo, leave that spirituality. Spirituality is the inner part. Just I am talking about actually how will you survive? Basic question is that.
Yeah, we need
Spirituality is the
food,
last
clothes,
stage of the
shelter.
life,
Yes, we
but
need
this is the
basic
basic
necessities.
question. And
Basic necessities.
even by doing PhD, the people are just not getting understand the simple things. Now Chennai groundwater almost becomes zero. And
Yes.
think about it. Think just if if someone has read geography and from our audience, anyone can understand and can relate it. We live on the earth right now we have 8 billion peoples or more than it. So and what we resources we have only 0.3. Others the resources are from the oceans, lake water, that is not for drinkable. Only 0.1%. And from 0.1% we are sharing all the waters amongst 8 billion people. Now you understand how little resource we have and how we are using it.
Correct.
Now from that part, car manufacturing is becoming, and from same things other industry also using that part. And you are saying that you don't need spiritual, that's why you need spirituality, so that you can even you, so that you cannot misuse the resources. Right now just we are taking just taking this live stream, we are using it, and same time you can just scroll up the reels, that can is a misuse of the resources. So if you will know yourself, then you will know that you are the part of the nature, then only
Hmm.
you can think about it. And now if you will say that okay, by money money money, then you are thinking about yourself. Without thinking about the others you cannot survive, because somewhere
Right.
whatever you are consuming, that is coming from the raw part is the nature, and you are
Exactly.
not the owner of the nature. If you will see the nature resources, just I give the example of the water, it is 0.1% fresh water, groundwater we have, and our body is almost 70% of water. Without water we cannot live in without 1 hour. And we are how we are using that resources, just we want to buy Lamborghini, just read about that how Lamborghini just developed, how they developed that Lamborghini, and there the many industries just wasting the water.
Yeah, that's
That's why
true.
we
Yeah.
need, that's why we need spirituality.
Yes, yes, right. Yeah, so whatever we have discussed by that, we can conclude that like if you are if you want to be spiritual, basically you need to know ourselves, how we are functioning, how our body and mind is functioning, and in this era, if we are able to reduce the carbon footprint, that is very very important. If we can reduce the carbon footprint, so that will be a great help to our future generation and to ourselves as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Not
Yeah. So,
carbon.
Sumit, mhm.
And
Yeah, carry
carbon
on.
footprint is just, it just only the one part of the physicality, that is the part of physicality. Here we are not come on the spirituality. Spirituality is a deep level things, more deep level, that is the basic part of that. And then
Yes.
after understanding it, then only you can understand about the spirituality.
Right. Right. Right.
Even
So,
if I
guys,
will use some term, calm, krodh,
mhm.
moh, maya, I have not came on those topics, and these are extreme level.
Yes. So, I mean, you can say like as of now, if you want to be spiritual, like to know yourself and give your 100%, and whenever whatever activity you are doing, just think about our mother and nature, and we have to use all those natural resources very carefully, and we should not misuse them. So guys, I hope you guys have got at least a glimpse of spirituality. And if you guys have any question about the spirituality, and if you want to know more about it, you can contact Sumit directly. And it was really very interesting conversation with you, Sumit. And so what would be the last piece of advice you want to give to our viewers? Hello, Sumit. Yeah, I'm asking like if what would be the last piece of advice you want to give to our viewers?
Okay, okay. Last piece of just I want to give you only just to be aware yourself, and whatever is happening around yourself, just go and look it. Then you will understand it why I'm so concerned about it.
Great. Okay, guys. So guys, if you have any question, you can put down in the comment section later also, and we will try to answer that question in comment section. So Sumit, thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you maybe in some other session later, and we will discuss in detail about this rituality. So thank you so much
Yeah,
again for your time. It was really awesome to talk to you.
yeah. Thank you so much for inviting me, and I'm happy that I have shared my views, and maybe they will add some value in people's life, and we can create some change in the society.
Of
I
course,
hope
of
that
course.
together we
Thank you
will
so
make
much.
some change. Thank you so
Of
much.
course, of course. Yeah, together we can.
Thank you.
Thank you so much and have a good night.